Hello students, welcome back. Today we'll start with exercise 7.6. So new exercise, new formulas. Okay, in differentiation you have studied the formula for uv when there is product of two functions. Right, like derivative of uv means u as it is derivative of v plus v as it is derivative of u. Right, we are using that formula. So similarly we will also do integration. This is called integration by parts. Okay, see, u v dx, right? So, u as it is integration of v dv minus derivative of u and integration of v. Clear? This is the formula. Now, see, we can consider in this way also. If there are two functions given, fx and gx, both are multiplied, and you have to find out the integration. So what I am doing, first function fx as it is, integration of gx minus integration of f dash x means derivative of the first function into gx, that is the into integration of gx, okay, dx. Clear? So it will be in this way. Clear? So this is the formula. But now there will be confusion. Like which function you can take it as first fx and which you will take it as gx. Right? So for there is a rule of lying. This is the priority. Okay? Means if when there are two functions, okay? If there is a logarithmic function that is to be taken, that is to be given first priority, then inverse, then algebraic, then trigonometric, and then exponential. Just for example, if it is sin x into log x, then this must be taken fx because there are two logarithmic and trigonometric function, and this must be taken as g. Okay, if there is like this e raised to x sin x, then exponential function will be taken as gx and sin x trigonometric will be taken as fx. Okay, so if you are using this rule, it will be easy for you to solve. Clear? Okay, so just go through this formula and note it down this formula. Then we will start with exercise 7.6. Now see, total exercise 7.6. Most of the sums are based on this formula. Okay, so just note down this. Okay, now let's start with the exercise. Few of the questions I will be giving you in the homework, similar questions. Okay, so first I will note down two questions. One is x sin x and second is x3 sin x. Sorry, x sine 3x. Okay, so I'll be solving one, another I'll be giving you for yourself. So I will solve second one, x sine 3x dx. So now which you will take it as a u. So like logarithmic, inverse, inverse means sine inverse, cos inverse, tan inverse. Okay, that you can take it as inverse. Logarithmic, inverse, algebraic, trigonometric. So trigonometric was fourth, algebraic was third. So I will take this as u and this as v. Okay, so what was our formula? U as it is integration of v dv minus du by dx integration of v dv. So this is u and this is v. So u as it is, x as it is. Integration of sine 3x dx minus integration of again u as derivative of x sine 3x dx whole dx. Okay, u integration of v, derivative of u means f dash x, integration of v. Clear? So this will be equal to x as it is, integration of sine 3x minus cos 3x as 3 is multiplied, divide by 3 minus dx. Okay, that will be cancelled, and so it will be 1 and integration of sine 3x cos 3x by 3 minus dx. Okay, so minus x by 3 cos 3x minus minus plus integration of cos 3x sin 3x. It was already 1 3 and x is multiplied by 3, so into 3 plus c. Okay, so I can make it directly as 9. So it's minus x by 3 cos 3x plus sin 3x by 9 plus c. Clear? So this was my method u and v. So when you will take this sum first, it will be similar. Instead of this sin 3x, it will be only cos x by 3. Cos x. Okay, minus cos x. Clear? So that will be exactly similar. So go through this sum and question 1 for yourself. Okay, so moving to our next question. That is integration of x square e raised to x. Question number 3, integration of x square e raised to x. Okay, so again the product, two functions, one is x square, another is e raised to x. So when I am using Lie A for algebraic, E for exponential, so E is at the last. So this I will take it as u and this I will take it as v. So what was your formula? U as it is, so x square as it is. Integration of v, so integration of e raised to x dx minus derivative of u, integration of whole dx. Clear? So x square as it is, integration of e raised to x minus derivative of x square 2x integration of e raised to x e raised to x dx. Again, see what I am doing, x square e raised to x minus 2. Now again it's u v. Clear? So now again we'll use the same, repeat this formula. You see 2 I have taken out because it is constant. So only remaining x e raised to x. So x as it is, integration of e raised to x dx minus derivative of first function means x integration of second function whole dx. Clear? So now this will be x square e raised to x minus 2 x integration of e raised to x is e raised to x minus d by dx of x 1 integration of e raised to x e raised to x dx. Okay, this will be 1 and this integration will be e raised to x and dx. I multiplied minus 2x e raised to x minus minus plus 2 integration of e raised to x e raised to x plus c. Clear? So this is the answer for question number third. Clear? So just go through this question. See here we have done two times. First UV and the second integration it was there. Again I had used UV. Okay, and finally I got this answer. Clear? So just go through this question. Okay, so next 4th, 5th, and 6th similar questions. Question 4th is x log x dx. Question 5th is x log 2x dx. Question 6 is x square log x. Okay, so these three are similar question. Here x square log 2x log x. Okay, so I am making one another sum, integration of x square log 3x dx. Okay, so here there is also x square in this function, log 3x. So similar to its 2x, then what you do with this 3x? Okay, so I will solve this sum. This is not a textual sum, but if you are able to solve this sum, then you will definitely be able to solve these three sum. So these three sum you have to solve by yourself, and this I am solving it. So again, sorry, now lie means log is given first preference, uv. So log 3x as it is, integration of v dv. So x square dx minus integration of derivative of first function u, integration of second function whole dx. So this will be equal to integration of x square to, sorry, I had a derivative, x raised to 2 plus 1, 3 upon 3 minus d by dx of log 3x, derivative of log x is 1 by x, into d by dx of 3x, it will be 3. Right? So derivative of log 3x, it will be 1 by 3x, into d by dx of 3x will be equal to 3. Integration of x square, x raised to m plus 1, 3 by 3 dx. Okay, so this will be x cubed by 3 log 3x minus 3 will get cancelled, and it is x, so it will be x square. Integration of x square by 3 dx. X cubed by 3 log 3x, 1 by 3 I am taking it as constant. So integration of x square is x raised to 3 by 3 plus c. So I will just make it as 9. Okay. So this was about x square log 3x. You go through this sum, and based on this you have to solve 4, 5th and 6th. Clear? So just go through this sum. Okay. So next, 7th, 8th and 9th. 7th is integration of x sine inverse x. 8th is integration of x tan inverse x. And 9th is integration of x cos inverse x. Okay, so here I will solve two of them. I will solve 7th and 8th. And 9th I will give you for yourself. Okay, now see, let's start with 7. X sine inverse x dx. Now there is one algebraic function and one inverse function. So Li, the second priority is for inverse. Okay, PE. Okay, A, algebraic third priority. So I will take this as U and this as V. Clear? So what was our formula? U as it is, integration of V. So sine inverse x as it is, integration of V means x dx. Okay? Minus derivative of U. So d by dx of sine inverse x into integration of v, integration of x dx whole dx. Clear? So now sine inverse x has, what is integration of x? X square by 2. So x square by 2 sine inverse x. Now d by dx of sine inverse x, 1 upon square root of 1 minus x square. And integration of x, x square by 2. Okay, so now x square upon 1 root of 1 minus x square by 2. So I can solve it as x square by 2 sine inverse x minus 1 by 2 integration of x square upon root of 1 minus x square dx. Clear? So now see here, x square upon square root of 1 minus x square dx, right? So now we have to solve this in other way. Clear? We will solve this in other way. So we will take this as I1. I'm taking this as I. So we are just stop here. Now I will solve this separately. I1 integration of x square upon root of 1 minus x square dx. What I will do, I will assume let x equal, I will assume x. See, in inverse trigonometry chapter we have studied, right? If I assume this as cos theta or sin theta, then 1 minus cos square sin square square root will be removed. So, or sin theta 1 minus sin square cos square. So let x equal to sin theta. So what does that implies? Dx will be equal to cos theta d theta, right? So what will be our I1? Instead of x square sin square theta, instead of dx cos theta d theta upon 1 minus sin square theta. Clear? So I'm taking it here. So now see, integration of sin square theta cos theta upon 1 minus sin square, that is cos square theta, and square root cos theta d theta. Cos theta gets cancelled. So this will be equal to integration of sin square theta. Now just basics of first exercise, and also in 7.3 we had done this. When it is sin square, use the formula sin square theta equal to 1 minus cos 2 theta by 2. So 1 minus cos 2 theta by 2 d theta 1 by 2. So integration of, I have taken these two outside. So integration of 1 d theta will be theta cos 2 theta will be equal to sin 2 theta upon 2. See here it is theta, so I will take theta, not x. Clear? Integration of cos is sin theta, but it is multiplied by 2, so I have divided by 2. Okay, so now put the value of theta. What was theta? We have taken x equal to sine theta. So this implies theta equal to sine inverse x. So 1 by 2 sine inverse x minus sine. Okay, now what we will do before splitting it? Sine 2 theta I can add on 2 sine theta cos theta by 2. So 2 gets cancelled. Clear? Now I'm solving this here. See, x equal to sine theta, theta is equal to sine inverse x. So if I draw a triangle, this will be x, this will be 1, right? Sine theta equal to x, opposite upon hypotenuse. So this will be root of 1 minus x square. Clear? So what is the cos theta? Value of cos theta adjacent by hypotenuse. Clear? So root of 1 minus x square. Okay, so now I am putting the value of theta. 1 by 2. Theta is sine inverse x. What is sine theta? X. What is cos theta? Root of 1 minus x square. Okay, so this was I1. So from 1, I is equal to x square by 2 sine inverse x minus 1 by 2 into 1 by 2, that is 1 by 4 sine inverse x minus x root of 1 minus x square plus c. Okay, so first go through this question and then I will again explain you. First just go through this. Okay, see, if you have seen, I'm explaining once again what I had taken u, v, sine inverse x as u, x as v. So sine inverse x as it is, integration of x, derivative of u, integration of x, and finally we came here. Okay, now these I had taken separately. I1 x square upon root of 1 minus x square dx. Clear? So now we had used the technique of inverse trigonometry. We had assumed this as sine theta. In inverse trigonometry chapter, we were using this thing, this formula, this technique. Okay, so I got dx equal to cos theta d theta. So now finally we get this answer. And now this is important point. Sine 2 theta, 2 sine theta, cos theta. Now how to replace this theta? That is based on your assumption. I had assumed x equal to sine theta. So when I will make a triangle, sine theta, opposite x upon hypotenuse. So this will be using Pythagoras will complete this. So cos theta will be adjacent by hypotenuse. So root of 1 minus x square by 1. So putting these two values and now joining it. We can add on x square by 2 sine inverse x minus 1 by 4 sine inverse x minus x square root of 1 minus x square. We can also solve it further like in this way. X square by 2 sine inverse x minus 1 by 4 sine inverse x minus 1 by 4 minus plus x into root of 1 minus x square plus c. Clear? We can also solve it now. See, x square by 2 plus 1 by 4 x square sine inverse x will be common. Now when I will do x square by 2 minus 1 by 4, LCM will be 4. So 2x square minus 1 plus 1 by 4x root 1 minus x square plus c. Okay, when you solve it further, you will get this answer. Okay, this is an important sum. Once again, go through this. Okay, now I will solve the eighth one. See, when you take 9 cos inverse, it will be very similar to this sum. Here will be cos inverse and here d by dx of cos inverse. So minus 1 upon root of minus x. So here it will be plus. Okay, so only this much change will be there. Here it will be cos inverse x and here it will be plus. Okay, so only the sign will be changing here. Clear? So now let's move to question number 8. I equal to x tan inverse x dx. So again, inverse must be given first priority compared to the algebraic u v. Okay. So now what was our formula? U as it is. So tan inverse x as it is. U as it is, integration of v, integration of x dx minus derivative of u, integration of v. Okay, u as it is, integration of v minus integration of u, integration of v. So now tan inverse x, integration of x is x raised to 1 plus 1, 2 by 2. Clear? Derivative of tan inverse x, 1 upon 1 plus x square. So integration of 1 upon 1 plus x square. Integration of x dx, x square by 2 dx. Okay? So this will be x square by 2 tan inverse, sorry, my mistake, x. Clear? Minus, I am taking this 2 outside. Okay, now so it is x square upon 1 plus x square. So what can you do? We have to rearrange the numerator. Like see, 1 plus x square minus 1. 1 1 get cancelled, so it will be only x square. Okay? X square by 2, tan inverse x minus 1 by 2. I will separate it in this way. 1 by x square plus 1 by x square, 1 minus, sorry, I am writing it once again. Integration of 1 dx minus integration of, okay, so this will be equal to x square by 2 tan inverse x minus 1 by 2 integration of 1 dx x and integration of 1 upon 1 plus x square. Remember the formula, exercise 7.4, 1 by a tan inverse x by a. Here a is 1, so 1 by 1 will be 1, tan inverse x by 1 plus c. So final answer, x square by 2 tan inverse x minus 1 by 2x minus minus plus 1 by 2 tan inverse x plus c. Okay, so this was quite simple sum compared to sine inverse x. Okay, so I'm repeating u as it is, integration of v, integration of derivative of u, integration of v. Solving it, and we have rearranged the numerator here. Okay, so just go through question number 8. This is question number 8. And ninth, you have to do by yourself. Okay, so go through this. Okay, students. So today we will study only till here. Okay. So just recall whichever questions I have given you for yourself. I have given you question number 1. Okay. I have solved second. So question number 1, x sin x. That was your first question for yourself. Then question number 4, 5, and 6. I'm writing it down. Question 1, question 4, question 5, question 6. Okay, all these three are similar. Based on these three, I have solved one extra sum. That also you have to note it down. Okay, and from this 7, 8, and 9, I have given you question 7. So these 5 questions you have to do by yourself. And another 4 questions that I have already solved it, so you can write it from here. Clear? So That's it for today. Okay, in our next video we'll continue with this exercise. There are also furthermore some based on this formula. Okay, remember this is integration by parts. Okay, so for today that's it. Thank you.